If you guys are looking to change your career into software development and you're not sure where to start, check out Dev Mountain Coding Bootcamp. The link is in the description tab below. They're focusing on all the latest web development languages, libraries, technologies that you need to know in order to get your foot in the door in the industry as soon as possible. Hey guys, what up? So in this video, I just want to show you pip environment and just explain why you want to use this instead of virtual environment. So a little bit of history. Virtual environment has been used for probably decades, at least 10 years or more. I'm not sure the number off the top of my head, but it isolates Python projects so that you don't have to worry about having global dependencies, and that you could identify, you could have a project and you can port it, and virtual environment is able to create a self-contained container, so everybody's using the same version of Python, same dependency packages and things like that. So it's done a lot for us, but it actually lacks what a lot of other package managers have in today's environment, you know, using something like Node with npm or yarn. So it's easy to get started with pip environment. I have a project here or a folder. I'm just going to create something called example, and then we'll go into that. And then all I have to do in order to use pip environment is just declare it and then say what I want to install. So I'll say Flask. This is going to go through, it's going to actually download and install Flask on your machine, but it's also going to create a virtual environment. For you, it's going to create two different files. There's going to be a pip.lock file, and then there's going to be it's not a pip file.lock. Anyway, we'll see here. Let me pull up the project in Visual Studio Code. So here are the two files that got created for us. There is the pip file, and you can see that there's only one package that this project needs, which is Flask. But the interesting thing is the pip.file.lock file, and this file actually has all the different dependencies that Flask actually needs. So you can see Flask is made up of Jinja 2 for templates, and then Workzug, which is the actual server code behind the Flask project. So that you can see all the dependencies here. And so no longer in Python do we have to actually set up our virtual environment, keep track of it, and all that other crap. But if we want to use virtual environment to actually execute you know, this environment that we just created, there is one thing you have to do differently in the command prompt. So if we go over here, number one, let's go to Visual Studio Code, and we're going to create a simple app file. So we'll say app.py, and this is going to be a Flask project. So I'll grab the hello world from the website, and you can see there's just one route on this application. In order to actually execute the app file though, let's go to the command prompt. So obviously I'm doing this manually, but you may want to go ahead and just have this automatically done by whatever sort of editor you're using to fire up your application. But you know, you're going to be able to, you run it this way. So pip environment run Python, and it's going to be whatever sort of Python version you have. So if you differentiate your Python versions, in my case I just have one version installed, so Windows is going to know what Python is, or at least what version I have, because there's only one. So now I'm going to say use the Flask command and go ahead and run the project. It's automatically going to go ahead and fire up a web server on the localhost 5000 port. And if I navigate over there with a web browser, you can see that the actual server is running. It's actually running inside of our pip environment, virtual environment. Much easier to set up than the old school virtual environment way. The actual package, just, you know, dependency structure that you can see, it's very similar to all these other languages and frameworks and everything that exist out there for package management. So it's really good for Python. I think everybody should be jumping on board. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. Bye.